Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we have a video about how to cut your hair at home. We're gonna do a layered haircut, pretty long layers probably. It's really easy. You just need a couple of sections. You need scissors, you need the shears maybe if you want to like thin a little bit out your hair, and then a comb and a brush. But that's all you need. And then we're gonna get straight into it. I'm gonna try to cut a couple of inches of my hair, probably this much because it's all damaged. And I recommend, if you're gonna do this at home and this is the first time, just take less when you cut. So cut it a little bit longer, and then once you got the technique, you can go a little bit shorter, just to be on the safe side. So to get ready with this haircut, we're gonna section the hair right in the middle. So we're gonna do the front, and then you can always help yourself with a mirror to see where you're gonna go on the back if it's really hard for you. Okay, so I'll go ahead and just section the back. Also, I'm pretty confident it's gonna be okay. Once you got the sectioning, you're gonna comb or brush your hair really well, and you're gonna bring everything to the front side. And you have to be really careful, keep your head straight to look in the mirror and help yourself. And then once you got this part, we don't worry about this that much because that's going to be our layer from the top. So even if you don't get to cut it at all, that's fine. So we're brushing this part really well. Keep your head really straight, and then put your fingers right on top of where you want to cut. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring this here. I'm not going to lose my section because I brushed it really well, and I can always go back and check, but this is where I'm going to cut, so just right there. Yeah, and then you can always go back, and then the part that is left here, just going to bring it back up and cut it again. So, and then you can always just put it right here. Just do it again. There you go. So it's all straight. If you want it to be more of like pointed cut, you can use razors as well, and that's gonna give you a really good cut. But I will be going back and just point cut my ends so that way they don't look that blunt. Okay, I'm gonna take just a little bit of this front side too. And then I take a little bit of the hair that I already cut. This is gonna be kind of my guide of where I need to cut, but I don't go too short on this side. Yeah. And then same here. Just go little by little. You don't need to actually take a lot of it. There you go. All right, so this is one side, and I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So kind of putting this hair on the side, we're more concentrating on this part because this is what we need to be straight. The rest is going to be just our guide. And then try to look of where you cut already before. Over here. Yeah, right there. There we go. And then keep brushing. Don't let your hair and just keep cutting. keep brushing because that's gonna give you the actual tension and the precision on the cut. Okay, got it here. There you go. Okay, so now that I'm looking, this side looks a little bit longer, and I'm just gonna go back with my comb. Just gonna cut a little bit more. Okay. And then now I'm gonna take sections and bring them forward so I can create some layers. We're gonna take this part here and then bring it forward. And now again, keep your head straight. You can put it a little bit down if you want. That's not gonna change anything in the haircut. But if you go like this or like this, then your lines are not gonna be that good. So keep your head straight and then just bring it forward. And I'm gonna cut just a little bit. There you go. Okay, now when you leave it, you have a little bit of layers in the front. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the other section. So this one I'm gonna put away. And then I'm gonna bring the one that I had on the back, comb it really well. And then I'm not touching the bottom part because I don't want to mess up my line on the back. So I'm not going to touch this hair, but I can cut it here to give it a little bit of layers. There you go. And then this part I'm going to leave like that just because I don't want it to be different layers. I just want to have a little bit of layers on this part. So I'm gonna put this part back. And we're gonna do the same thing here. Bring all forward, keep your head straight, and then cut. All right. And then we're gonna put this part on the side. And we're gonna take another part. And I'm leaving a lot of my hair that falls on the back because I don't want it layered. Okay, comb really well. And again, I'm not touching this part over here. I'm just gonna cut this part. There you go. One last thing that I'm gonna do to make it really layered, I'm gonna cut my top part. So you're gonna section right in the middle of your eyebrow here. And then make sure to take a little bit from your back side too, like your crown area. And then in the middle of the eyebrow on this side. So that's gonna be our section. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna brush all of this. And we're gonna comb it all straight up and then cut it, because that's what's gonna actually give us the layer. Okay, I need to take a little bit more on the back. And this is a really good haircut if you like your hair to have this thickness, but you also wear your hair a lot in like curls, or you want to have a little bit more volume on top, because then it doesn't really pull your hair down. It gives you volume, and then when you have curls, you can have a curl start like right here, not really very low. Okay, so now we're gonna comb everything up. And if this is too much, you can do it sectioning. So you can take one section and cut it and then bring it to the other section. Because I have like a lot of hair. So I'm bringing this up. Okay, and then I'm bringing it down. And I'm gonna cut this much because I want a good layer. I want, when it falls, I want it to be right here. Okay, so I'm gonna just comb it one more time. Gives me the tension, and then cut right here. And I'm also getting rid of all my dead ends because my hair is blonde and lightened, so it's just gonna give me really healthy hair. So one more time, bring it all up and then take it down and look if you missed anything. And it doesn't have to be perfect because when you take it down, it's just gonna blend with everything. So now I'm just gonna show you, I'm gonna part it again in the middle, and when you take it down, you have this layer. And then what we're gonna do right now, just gonna try to blend it with everything else. So we're gonna take sections. And then here, I'm gonna cut all of this. Here, you can see this is my layer. I'm gonna cut all of this because I want it to come rounded. So I'm gonna take my shears, put my fingers, and then go in this way. And then cut all of this. So there you go. Just gives us a little bit more. And then I think I have a little bit more to go. So here, I'm gonna take everything in the front and then go the other way. Because you can already see it when you take it out. Like, this is what's extra in here. And then you just want to make it really smooth. There you go. And you can go a little bit higher if you want to make like a really low fringe or some bangs, and you want to just blend it with your haircut. But yeah, and then we're gonna do just the same thing on this side and try to look where you started here, because that's where you want to start for this side too. Or if your part is always on this side, you're gonna put all this hair on one side and you're gonna make sure that you match this. So let's say if this is how I'm wearing my hair, because I usually wear it both sides or in the middle. So to me, it would be definitely, I go in the middle, and then it's just gonna do its own thing when I part it. So if you're gonna do this, you wanna make sure that if you start your fringe over here, which is we have this little hair here, you wanna start cutting it on this side too and give it a little bit of layer. So we're gonna put this back to where it was. We're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay, so I started somewhere here. We're gonna do the same thing here. Just gonna take this section, come in. So we're here, somewhere here. I'm moving my head because I need to kind of see where I'm cutting, but you can just use your mirror and just go down. And then just blend it into that that layer that you did with the one on top. So now if you want to get to point cutting so it doesn't look blunt, you can always just take it like that and go in. That's just kind of thinning your hair. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this part too. A little bit more. Yeah. So that's how it's gonna look. And then I'm gonna blow dry my hair. I'm gonna put some curls in so you can see how it actually looks. There you go. So this is how my hair is gonna look if I put curls on it. So if we didn't have this top layer, all the curls were gonna be here, and then because your hair is heavy, it's just gonna take them all down. Now this is just allowing us to have some extra curls like over here, and then in the front, because we did the layers in the front, is just making your face look longer, which makes you look taller. Also, you can see I have a lot of volume right now because of that. I can move my hair really easily from side to side. I usually wear it on the sides. I just did the part in the middle so you can see how it is going to look because we did cut it in the middle. But same thing, if I do it on this side, we'll have a lot of curls on this side, and then if I do it here, we'll just have a lot of volume here. So yeah. And then thank you so much for watching, everyone. Be sure to subscribe and give me a like and a comment. Let me know if you tried it out. How does it feel, if you like your hair. Be sure to follow me on Instagram for everyday videos on how to do your makeup and hair and tips. I will be uploading soon a video on how to color your hair because obviously these roots need to be touched up. So be sure to check that on that too. Thank you again for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and you have a wonderful day.